Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this now, you have just seen the New York Knicks absolutely sweep the Philadelphia 76ers in 4 games. They blew them out the building. Welcome back. Another edition of Quick Run brought to you by Shoot Around Sessions podcast. Randy, how you feeling? The Knicks just got the sweep. We're going back to the Eastern Conference Finals once again.
You said a clean sweep, man. It was a deep clean, dude.
Deep cleaning.
It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Like at a point, I'm sitting here and I'm a Knicks fan and I'm getting upset. Like, yo, why is Philly playing like this? What are they doing? Bruh. I'm like, hold on, wait. Why am I cheering them on for? This is crazy. This is sick.
Bro, it was a beatdown. Shout out to Philly for showing up. I know about a week ago they took care of the Boston Celtics, and we were here 7 days ago telling you that the Knicks were going to lock this up and handle them in convincing fashion. I thought they could pull out one game. They surprised me. We got it wrong. I said Knicks in 6, but we got the sweep. They came out in game 4 just clicking, hitting from all angles, from all routes. 3-point barrage.
Yeah. The body language from tip-off was horrible for Philly.
Horrid.
It was horrible. You can just see that they already lost by the time the game tipped off, and then I walked in the house and it was 2-2. By the time I got comfortable, McBride hit 3 threes, and it was a wrap after that. The game was essentially over.
It was over.
The bench was emptied with 3-4 minutes left in the third
quarter.
We're talking to you now, and the game just ended because we knew it was safe to record.
It was over.
It was crazy, and like you said, it was a barrage of threes. The crazy thing about it is, and I told you this earlier, the 3-point shot is not our game, yet
Facts.
it's something that we can use, and this is what makes this New York team so dangerous. Is that there's so many different ways that we can beat you. We can go inside, we can shoot the 3, we can reach down deep in that bench and look for help. Facts. And for the people that run under there and say, well, OG is out, time for Philly to even this up. Nah, buddy. Not
happening. And
as a matter of fact, it got worse. Yeah, it got worse for OG being out. So, yeah, get that. I'm sorry.
It got worse. Nah, I'm saying. It's funny to me because you said it since yesterday. You said they should not play OG because we up 3-0 in the series. We don't really, not to say we didn't need OG, but you saw that we could win this convincingly, and we saw from the first, not even 3 minutes, we saw bang, bang, Mike Breen on the call. Knicks were going bananas. Bananas from 3, bro.
And you know what? Philly has a lot of stuff to work on.
Man.
Like I said, I gave you a quick rundown before. First of all, Embiid, if this is not your last game as a Sixer, this needs to be your last game in general. I'm sorry, my brother. Even though you went 8 for 8 and you hit all your jump shots, you are a defensive liability.
Facts.
Anybody can take it to you. You cannot jump. Embiid can't jump. Then they should make a movie about that.
Embiid can't jump. That's going to be Oscar winner.
All right. And then it's the little things I don't think people picked up on. Like I said, you look at somebody like PG. PG has been excellent for this team, excellent in this series in the first 2 quarters, in the first quarter here and there. But when they start falling, you see him start arguing with his teammates and getting frustrated with his teammates. And in the last game, not this game that just ended, but in the last game, there was a mix-up where there was a turnover, and he didn't get back on defense because he was frustrated. And then when you go to the bench where all of them sitting, he's sitting there trying to, this is what it is, and he's constantly arguing. So there's a lot of things that Philly needs to look into for next season.
Nah, that's a fact. And they owe these guys, you just spoke about Paul George and Joel Embiid, they owe these guys a lot of money over the next couple years. Yep. They just signed PG. And I'll say it again, it's so sweet right now because everybody was looking at the Knicks crazy when we gave OG that big contract. And I know both of them was kind of in that free agency market. They were
They
two
were.
number 8s, two defensive stoppers, and people saying, oh, get Paul George, get Paul George. And me and you both said on this show last summer, we do not want Paul George. We do not want Paul George. I was happy that we picked up OG, and you saw the difference in the series. As for Embiid, I think the process is over. The process is dead. You need to move on from this guy because you got some young players in Tyrese Maxey, and we spoke about VJ Edgecombe yesterday, who did not show up in this series pretty much at all. He had little flashes of brilliance, but he was trying. He was fighting out there, but you got a young core. You build around these guys. You see what you could get for Embiid, which I don't even think is a lot. But I know people who don't watch basketball, they're going to look at his numbers. Oh, he was 8 for 8. He was doing this. He had 20-something points. If you don't see the liability that Joel Embiid is to this team, watch Game 2. Watch the difference in how they played from Game 1 to Game 2 and watch Game 3. And you see how – and you even see it in Game 4. You see it. Yes, he could give you a little mini jump shot, but that don't mean nothing when you get in a barrage of threes. When you get killed by the New York Knicks, killed.
And like I said, you get those mid-range shots because again, Cat got in foul trouble, so he does want to play him too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch could go out there and guard him, but at the end of the day, the game was over within the first 30 seconds of the game. I'm sorry. So, and it's crazy because. Again, the Knicks came up with a killer mentality, but then they slowed down. The Knicks slowed down and Philly couldn't do anything about it. The Knicks started playing at half speed, and because I'm not saying that they didn't care anymore, but they knew they had this one in the bag.
They knew.
All right, there was a cleaning crew, and they came in and they swept up, and they did all they had to do.
If you have a game where Josh Hart goes 4 for 6, I think you know it's time to pack it up.
Let's pack it up.
It's time to pack them up, and that's what the Knicks did today. We packed them up 144 to 114, and I just feel really good right now as a Knicks fan because we know when the playoffs first started, you had people like Kendrick Perkins on the Knicks body. Oh, who's scared of the Knicks? Who's scared of the Knicks? We saw the physicality that the Knicks bring. We saw them be able to play different inside, outside. Cat getting assists. Cat's out there looking like Magic Johnson. If I can say that. Running this offense. 9 assists in the first half. 9 assists. And I'm not going to be too high on the high horse because I'm going to keep it real. Philly gave up after Game 2. They checked out when Embiid checked back into that game, and they gave up. It was not the same series, and we saw it in this game particularly. We saw points where guys not making rotations. You saw, Grimes, a former Knick, shout out to him, but he was leaving dudes wide open. Paul George leaving dudes wide open. No rotation. Like, they were just a defeated squad, and we saw, you might see in the thumbnail, you see the clip of Nick Nurse and that's right after halftime.
Right after halftime. At the very first play, he was done. He was completely done.
I think he booked his flight at halftime. Like, yeah, let me take the wife to Cancun. Let me take the kids to Cancun. They were on Expedia booking things at halftime. Like, it's crazy when your starting 5 doesn't even need to play the whole third quarter. That's the realness of it.
That's the crazy part. Yep. And then now you turn around and, like I said, I'm looking at Philly's newscast. First things first, as an organization, they must feel horrible because the New York Knicks had a home game, 4 home games when it came to this series. All right, New York fans, shout out to y'all. Y'all showed up. Any and everywhere, and depending on who they play next, I know Detroit is further and Cleveland is further, but damn it, if I could do it there too, do it there too.
Do it everywhere. Do it everywhere. Do it where y'all got to do it, man. I'm telling y'all, Knicks is cleaning up, and we packing these guys up, and I'm very happy for this team. We're seeing how dangerous this team could be, and they're clicking at the right time. I always say playoff basketball proves a lot. Like, the regular season is something, and I can say this myself. I was very upset at the Knicks for most of the season because I'm a passionate Knicks fan and I love my team. But I'm happy with the way that we are playing right now, and we are looking dangerous going down the stretch, and this is when you have to be dangerous. This is when you have to perform.
You use the word dangerous. As of right now, the New York Knicks are the best team in the East. They are the best team in the East. They're the most dangerous team in the East.
Easily.
And They are the OKC of the East. I'm sorry. I know Detroit had the better record. I know Detroit is still playing rough, but it's still playing tough. But they got a loss, and the Knicks get to rest
Yeah.
at least an extra day. And who knows, tomorrow Cleveland possibly figured it out, and they're working and they're playing from home, so they might stretch this to 6 or 7 games. Who knows? Let it go as long as it needs to. OG needs to rest. Cat needs to rest. He fell hard on his back earlier tonight.
Yeah.
Josh Hart seemed to have twisted his ankle when he was playing. Let him rest. Let everybody get as much rest as possible to get it ready for the Eastern Conference Finals, where we are back again 2 years in a row. Let's make it happen.
It's feeling good for the Knicks, man. I'm telling you, like, I'm really happy about this team right now. I'm proud of this team. We've had a lot of haters all throughout the years, and if the New York Knicks can see this podcast, if you could see this episode, I need y'all to keep it going for me because I've been talking a lot of smack. I mean, people have been coming at our necks left and right. You had the Boston fans that said, oh, yeah, Boston is back, and we saw them die by the three. And tonight, we saw a prime example that the Knicks got the three-pointer in the bag. We got it in the bag. At one point, we shot 70% from three tonight.
All
It's
five,
insane.
all starters hit 3-pointers tonight. All starters.
Bro.
No, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Mikel is the only one that did it, but Mikel still did his thing. But again, Landry Shamet, hats off to him.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to him. Like I said, Miles McBride, whenever OG comes back, we know we got two little gunners just
a
ready.
fact.
That's
That's
ready
a
to go at
fact.
any point.
That's a fact. So let me ask you this question. Who do you want to see more in the Eastern Conference Finals?
I want to see Detroit.
You want to see
Straight up.
Detroit. And
I
why
want
is
to see
that?
Detroit straight up. Honestly speaking, just it's 100%. Again, it's playoff basketball, so it's 100% a size thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if Cleveland figures it out and knows how to run their two bigs, we could run into some problems. We could run into some problems. I feel like we have the size advantage over Detroit, and we figured it out. Like I said, Game 3 of the first round, the New York Knicks figured something out. Something clicked. This is not the
100%.
same team. Yeah, this is not the same team from the regular season. So I'm ready for Detroit. And listen, I could be 100% wrong and asking for the wrong thing, but at the end of the day, matchup-wise, I feel like we match up better. And I think the Orlando Detroit series, it exposed a lot about Detroit, about how they get their points. I understand that's a defensive lockdown team, but at the end of the day, they only have one person that can really score when he wants, how he wants.
And that's
I
Cade
feel
Cunningham.
and I feel like we can take advantage of that.
Nah, to your point, I mean, I ain't really ducking the smoke from any of them. We're not ducking the smoke at all. But I personally just want to see Detroit because they owned us during the regular season. And I told people all year, I said, this is the regular season. Like, I'm not discrediting the regular season, but teams are going to show up when they have to show up. And you are seeing the New York Knicks are stepping up. We had two, like you said even yesterday, after Game 3 of Atlanta, we locked in. Something changed, something clicked for this team. I don't know if Dolan told them, hey, if y'all don't do what y'all got to do, you all are going to lose your jobs. I don't know what's the case, but we all locked in, and I'm loving it right now. Bring on Detroit. I mean, I just need Cleveland to at least make it 6 or 7 games. If you could take them
Oh,
6
yeah,
or 7,
definitely.
wear them down, make it easy for us because it's looking like a lock. It's either going to be Wemby or OKC in those finals, and we could beat both of them. Like, I'm very, very confident. Call me crazy, call me nuts. The way the Knicks are playing right now, I think we got this thing, man.
Oh, yeah.
I think we got this. But I think that's going to do it for the quick run. We're going to save the LeBron chatter. We're going to save all the other games for our Shoot Around Sessions podcast episode coming later this week. But for now, the Knicks got this in the bag. It's a sweep. Pack them boys up. Send them to Cancun. They going fishing.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
You already
it was a
know.
good gift. It was a good gift for all of us today.
Great gift for the mamas. We're going to catch y'all in the next one. Peace.